GBGM, ever since I was a part of it, I became a director of GBGM for the Philippine Central Conference in 2016. And therein din, nakita ko yung importansya ng partnership nila. Kasi they are looking at global health. And Tondo, this area, is really a portion na kung saan napakakapal ng tao at napakaraming sakit. Pero hindi accessible sa lahat ng tao.
So we're here as part of this global ministries initiative with the new bishops to learn about the mission work outside of the United States, to learn about our partners and the ways that the church is growing in communities and in countries as they come to know the love and presence of Jesus Christ. To do that through local congregations, to do that through annual conferences, and also through organizations, NGOs, and others in the countries where we serve.
Our activity today is one of welcoming and an orientation of 6 new bishops internationally of the United Methodist Church. Pumunta sila dito para makita kung ano na ang nangyayari sa Mary Johnston at ano pa ang pwedeng mangyari sa mission and ministry ng Mary Johnston Hospital. We have partnerships with them. Number one, this is the only Methodist hospital in the Philippines. And GBGM has its 4th pillar of health. So they look at global health as a very important initiative for missions. And that is the reason why they came over to Mary Johnston Hospital as one of its initiatives. Yung kanyang 4th pillar of looking at global health as a mission initiative of GBGM. When they came in, ang inumpisahan natin is to look at the children, which was the primary purpose of this hospital. Now, when Dr. Rebecca Parrish was our founder started this hospital, she was looking at maternal and child health. That is why we made it a purpose that it will be the first activity where they will be able to talk to the parents and the children themselves as they gave their gifts to them. Afterwards, we looked at other parts of the hospital in a hospital tour. It was very important to them to see the other parts of the hospital and what they were doing. We went to Project 111. This means one church, one room, one hospital. 111 years. That is when we started in 2017 this partnership of healing spaces. Now, this is a very unique mechanism for healing because we partner with them and they renovate the rooms. But more than that, they become our prayer partners as we pray for the patients every week. In the rooms, we send them emails so that their churches can become part of the healing ministry of the rooms. Yung pangalawa is they went to the formerly Masonic ward, but now we are planning to have it become part of a pediatric cancer unit. So in partnership with Adonai Mercy House, we will now transform the ward into a pediatric oncology unit. Kasi napakaraming bata na may cancer ngayon.
We are very happy and pleased to have you here in our humble hospital.
In the Luncheon Fellowship, it was very important for us to show them 3 kinds of videos. First was the history of Mary Johnston Hospital so that they will know its beginnings. Yung pangalawa is ano ba ang sinasabi ng mga empleyado tungkol sa hospital. And the last was to give them the 8 initiatives, legacy initiatives of Mary Johnston Hospital, which are innovations in themselves. And they were all interested in listening to them.
Mary Johnston, this is really eye-opening for me to learn about this ministry and to see how it's been a part of healing people's lives and bringing communities to life for these many years. And it's exciting to see the future vision that there is for this place to continue to be a beacon of hope in the world.
All right, so there you have it. Thank you very much.
After the Luncheon Fellowship, we invited them to other sections of the hospital. This was the medical ICU. You see, our medical ICU has not been renovated since 50 years ago. And it will be an opportune time for them to look at that and the partnership possibilities of renovating the ICU. From 5 beds, ay gagawin natin sanang 10 beds, no? Para mas magiging comprehensive ang ICU natin. Therefore, helping some more patients than what it has right now. And then we went, lastly, after that, we went to the blood center. Kasi we will be partnering with the Methodist churches in what we call the Red Flame Initiative. Di ba cross and flame yon? Yung flame ngayon ang spirit ng blood and giving. And because of that, we want to partner with churches who will volunteer their blood, yung mga members. And then once we're able to produce the blood, any bona fide Methodist can have that blood for free as long as they will be needing it for dengue, cancer, whatever cases that they will be needing blood. So that's the Red Flame Initiative. And then we went to the emergency room kasi gusto ko makita nila yung potential expansion nito to include an urgent care, which is another part of the ER. Na pagkatapos ng ER, magtatagal pa silang 3 hours, pero ayaw naman magpa-admit, doon sila sa urgent care. Para doon sila pwedeng ilagyan ng swero, i-rehabilitate, doon muna siya. And then we did our very important tree planting, or should I say, bamboo planting. You know, the bamboo is a very resilient plant. Just like the ministry and faith journey of Mary Johnston Hospital of 117 years, tinignan namin that this will be symbolic for the bishops to plant, and it is beautifying our place at the same time. It becomes symbolic of that resilience of Mary Johnston to continue on in its mission and ministry of health. And lastly, we went here to this beautiful hall with Lola Rebecca, our founder, no? And we unveiled her picture and dedicated this lobby as, you know, we are coming full circle at bumabalik ko kami sa storya natin where Mary Johnston started. It is a story of faith, it is a story of healing, where we believe we are looking at the 3 tenets of Wesley: do good, do no harm, and stay in love with God.
This has been a wonderful and an inspiring experience to see that the ministries of healing that are happening here and that are supported by the United Methodist Church, in particular, the General Board of Global Ministries, is absolutely inspiring. We have talked about the resurgence of dengue fever, of malaria that is happening because of climate change, the ways in which this hospital is making a dent in those terrible infectious diseases. We have seen places where new maternity wards have been built in new operating rooms, and this hospital is just on the edge of some of the poorest communities of Manila, and it is intentionally reaching out to the least of these as Christ has instructed us to do.
We are hoping to eradicate the diseases so that they will not need the hospital anymore. Meaning, yung mga importante lang kaso ang talagang pwedeng pumunta sa hospital. And because of these partnerships, we hope that masosolbahan yung portion na yun, na yung mga primary care na sakit ay pwede na munang hindi hospital. That's why we have to become part of our community outreach. And that is part of what we want to do with GBGM in their partnership to continue on with this faith mission.
I asked Dr. Glenn about which partnerships already existed, and I can imagine that because of the relationships that have been formed here, that other partnerships will rise. I think that all of the bishops here have been very, very impressed, and we've all been thinking about and kind of talking about how might we form partnerships within our annual conference with a ministry like this? How might we extend the ministry from our places in the United States across the globe to our partners in the Philippines? So I think, you know, there are all kinds of possibilities. We will have to see what comes of this.
Remember, faith mission ho ito kasi hindi naman tayo katulad ng ibang ospital, ng St. Luke's na yumaman na, umalis na dito, pagkakatabi lang kami. Pero ngayon, Mary Johnston is still here because we believe that this is where the mission is.
What I will say to the Mary Johnston community is that I am so proud of you. I am so proud of the ways in which you are doing God's work, in which you are being the hands and the feet of Christ, in which you are spreading healing and holiness through the land. You are doing what the church is called to do, and thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.